Hello, and in this short demo, I want to show you how to create either an Agency 360, Rate 360, or Demand 360 opportunity and submit a contract request to the contract support team. So in order to create an opportunity, it's a two-step process. First of all, we have to create a shell and then add the product. But before we create the shell, we need to locate the account because we always create opportunities on the account. So I happen to know the bid for my test account, so I've already searched for it in advance. Here I have the test account here. And when the information loads on the screen, if I just hover over the opportunities related list and click new, I get a pop-up which gives me a list of different record types from which to choose. For Agency 360, Rate 360, or Demand 360, I'm going to choose the Hotelligence 360 record type. Click Next. And then I have to fill out any field that is highlighted in red with a red dot. Those fields are mandatory. The first one is the opportunity name. The opportunity name is, or the naming convention is the product code, Agency 360, plus the year that we're selling the product. Since we know the product or the service that we're going to offer, we can set the stage directly to solutioning. The start date is usually the date when the customer would like to go to be implemented and go live. So if the customer comes back with a specific start date, we would use that. If not prospecting, if you're prospecting and you're unsure, then you can go with the start date that you think makes sense. Always bearing in mind, there's a 10-day implementation for BI. So the signed contract would always have to be received and processed 10 days in advance of the start date. So for the sake of this example, let's go with 1st of May 2019. I know from my Salesforce cheat sheet or my Salesforce synopsis that the duration of an Agency 360 contract is 12 months. So therefore, I would set my end date to 2020, April the 30th, 2020. And then the close date is, at this point, when we're building an opportunity or we're building our pipeline, is the month, the day or the date or the month in which we expect the contract to be signed. This is the date that drives all our pipeline and forecast reporting. So it is important that you're selecting a date which is representative when you think the contract is going to sign, because this date does populate your pipeline as well as your forecast. So if I know that there's a 10-day implementation and the customer would like to go live on the 1st of May, the latest date by which I should expect to receive a signed contract, let's say, is the 19th of April. So once I've got everything, I've got my name, link to my account, it's set to solutioning, start date, end date, and close date, I can click Save. And then I can go into my opportunity and I can see that everything, the opportunity shell, has been created. It has everything that I need apart from the most important thing, which is the amount. So if you can see, if I try and add a price here, the system will not let me. So what we have to do always when we're creating an opportunity is, first of all, create what's known as a shell, which is what I've just done. And then we add a product, which allows us to make sure that the correct product is linked to the opportunity. In this case, it would be Agency 360. And that we add a price to the opportunity as well, because obviously we're forecasting, or this goes into our pipeline, we'd want to make sure that there's a price on the opportunity as well. So if I hover over product and then click on add product, obviously business intelligence, Agency 360 is part of the business intelligence product family. So I select business intelligence price book. And then from here, from this Agency 360, I can collection here, as I've just seen. Click on next. Quantity is always 1. And then the sales price is always in dollars. So even if we're selling in a currency other than dollars, Canadian dollars, Australian dollars, even euros or pounds, we must ensure that what we're adding here is the converted US dollar amount, because your goals are in dollars and we report in dollars. So if you happen to know the exact price, you can put it here. For the purposes, at least if you're building a pipeline, it's important that the price is an estimate. It doesn't always have to be 100% accurate. But the benefit of then requesting a contract from contract support is not only will you get a contract, but you'll also get accurate pricing. So at this point, we would either go for the average price. Most people know their markets. If you know the GDS revenue, you can use the rate card as well. But generally speaking, once contract support then provide the contract, you'll get an accurate price in US dollars on your opportunity. So now that I've created the opportunity itself, if we just want to leave this in our, in Salesforce, we now have an opportunity which is currently sitting in our April pipeline. It hasn't yet been included in forecast, so it's just part of our our total pipeline. And if I hover over the product, I can see that if all goes well and the signs according to plan, we will get $5,000 of new sales credit in April, which is the forecast month in which this opportunity is currently sitting. Now, at this point, if we need a contract from contract support, we're going to copy the opportunity URL. We're going to go to our request templates, which you'll have saved on your desktop. And we're going to open the Agency 360 individual template. It just takes a little bit because I'm recording at the same time. So just bear with me as this opens. Okay. So you'll see that the request templates, first of all, for all the products, give you the rate card. So if in doubt, you can always come to the request template even before you need a contract to get approximate pricing. The instructions say if you're providing the opportunity link, which we are because we've copied this from Salesforce, you may disregard any non-highlighted fields. So the only fields for which we require information are those in yellow. So we need property edition. I would like multi-comp set. We would like the invoice to go to the same bid or entity. Right, same. The customer has requested annual invoicing. And as a director of sales, I have a 5% discount authority. So I'm going to give the customer a 5% discount. And I click send. And once I send this to contract support, I would get a notification with a case number, which could be used for tracking. And within 24 hours, you will have a fully executed contract with accurate pricing based on any other discounts that may be applicable because it's part of a chain or a management company that has negotiated special pricing. And that is how we create BI, so Agency 360, Rate 360, or Demand 360 opportunities.